Hi, my name is Johan van Zyl, and today I will be doing a follow-on video about my journey into barefoot walking. And this video is an update on the video I made a couple of months ago, simply because I'm getting quite a large response from my patients who see me walking around in the practice with my Vivo Barefoot or my Vibram 5 Fingers Barefoot shoes. Now, I've heard quite a few of my patients, seeing that I'm wearing these shoes, making a comment on how they're struggling with their own feet or knees or hips or mobility in general. So this is just a quick update and some feedback on what I did and how long it's taken me and some of the pitfalls and potential benefits as well of going barefoot walking. Now, the first thing that I tell my patients that if you are older and you want to transition maybe to barefoot walking, it's not a simple, easy thing to do. You know, you've been walking around with shoes, basically, no barefoot actually, for like 50, 60 years. And of course, also remember that our feet wasn't made to walk on hard, level surfaces. So always remember that. Your feet is actually a marvel of engineering, and we all have different feet as well. So some people can transition into barefoot walking easier. Some actually, I think, can't. Um, but in general, if you are walking around more barefoot, you're going to have lots of benefits eventually. It might take a while. Your feet might not be used to it. You might not be used to it. Your feet might not be strong enough. And if I look at myself, I've been monitoring myself on my iPhone now for a couple of months, and my stability has increased. My walking symmetry has increased. I'm not limping as bad. I've got less foot pain. My feet has actually now gone from a 7 to an 8, and I think my left foot is even getting stronger now. And for the first time in many years, I did 10,000 steps on a beach the other day with hardly any pain afterwards. So let me quickly give you some idea of what to do if you are considering going onto barefoot shoes. And the first thing I want to say to you is that if you are considering, you need to know the reasons why. Are you struggling with your balance? Are you struggling with your posture? Are you maybe having foot problems or knee problems or hip problems? Now, the research on these matters are actually quite well established today that in general, and I'm saying in general, barefoot walking actually protects your joints. And the reason why I'm saying you have to be careful is that if your feet isn't strong enough, because think about it, you've had your feet in maybe some shoes, and I equate it to my patients that you've actually put your feet, like in my case, Merrill's, in literally maybe a plaster cast for 30 or 40 years. Now your foot's been into this protective shoe its whole life. And if I look at myself, I didn't know these things. By trial and error, and I've been fortunate enough to do it the right way, where I went from barefoot, from normal shoes, into barefoot walking very slowly because my feet wasn't strong enough. So I was walking a couple of days with my shoes, then barefoot for a day or two, then my shoes again. Then I did some toe raisers as well. Why are you considering to go barefoot? As I said, in my own circumstances, I was basically forced onto this because initially, when I came back to the practice after my retinal detachment, I sprained my ankle, my weak ankle, and the ankle was so swollen I couldn't actually put my feet into my normal trainers. So the only shoe that was actually, or any shoe covering, was my Vibram 5 Fingers, which I'd gotten from my cousin years ago. And that's how I actually literally fell into barefoot walking. Now, what are the potential benefits of barefoot walking, especially as you grow older? Now, as you grow older, in general, your body isn't as strong as enough. Your arch of your feet might not be as strong as well. So you're going to find that if you start walking more barefoot and you just do a little bit of toe raisers, you're going to find that your arch and your ankle will be actually strengthening up. You also find that there's a reduced load on your hips and on your knees, because the moment your feet work well, they actually absorb most of the shock. And remember that the caveat is basically we're not made to walk on level, hard surfaces. So when you start out barefoot walking, try and walk on grass. Try and walk on something soft, maybe some uneven surfaces. Do it gently and do it slow. There is a lot of risks as well. And as I said, just remember that all our feet are different, our bodies are different, and what might work for one person might not work for another person. But you certainly do not want to go and do barefoot walking day one in a mall for 6 or 7 hours. That is a recipe for disaster. You might land up actually hurting yourself a lot. This is something which I now advise my patients that if they have any problem with balance or their postural stability, to try and do more barefoot walking in the house, there where you are safe, where you know the environment, because it will actually improve your proprioception. It will actually help you to feel the ground better. It will help you to actually strengthen your feet. But it is a slow and gentle process. And from my side, I am quite happy that I literally fell into barefoot walking. It's made a big difference in my life, and I'm walking with less pain and discomfort now, literally in the last 35 years. I'm more comfortable, I can walk further now, and if it wasn't for the fact that I had a retinal detachment, and that I literally couldn't see any depth. And if that didn't happen and I didn't sprain my ankle, I would never have actually started barefoot walking, because I was normal with knowing that I damaged my foot in an accident. It was normal for me to live with pain and discomfort. It was abnormal now to actually walk 10,000 steps on a beach or in the city with no pain for me. That was abnormal 15, 18 months ago. I wouldn't even have considered it. Your own research, you're welcome to contact me as well. I know a lot of my patients are interested in why I'm wearing these shoes, and this is why I've now made this follow-up video as such.